Hey everybody, this is Rory with thismobilelife.com. Today I'm going to do a review on the Fleksy, how do you say that? Fleksy keyboard. It's something I saw on Reddit, I think it was last week or so, and I've been messing around with it, and they say that it's supposed to be the best keyboard to correct your typing mistakes and do all that. So I installed it. I have an HTC One and installed it on there. I messed around with the HTC One for a couple of days. All last week I was reviewing it. So I have it installed. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a quick run through with the Typist, which is a typing test application. So we're gonna get that started. I've got it started over here on my G4, so my Galaxy S4. So we're going to start it up here. I'm going to run through it on both of them. I'll come back and I'll show you guys the results. Okay, so there we go. That's the end of that test. 32 words per minute, 4 errors, 97% accuracy. So that's with the standard Samsung keyboard. That's not the Google one or anything like that. That's not with Fleksy. So you guys are going to see, after using Fleksy, I don't like it, and you're going to see why here in a minute. So there's that one. Let's pull up Fleksy. Alright, here we go. Fleksy. Same 1 minute random test. Nothing different. It's just a different sentence or different paragraph, whatever. Alright, so that time I got, it's probably about 29 words per minute. Yeah, 29 words per minute, 75 errors. And the reason why, if you can see, does it show why? No. The reason why I'm having so many errors with Fleksy, wish I could see the sentence that I typed, is because Fleksy, for some reason, doesn't see double words put together. So let me go to a notepad app or a note app on here, and I'll show you guys what I mean and the reason why I don't really like this. Alright, so the reason why Fleksy sucks is because it doesn't split up words like the Google keyboard or the Samsung keyboard do. It doesn't take, if I type 2 words together, it won't split them up. It wants to make it one gigantic, terrible word. So if I said something like the keyboard, and I typed the keyboard without hitting the space button, yeah, it doesn't go in there and change it. Now, if I come in here on the Samsung one, so if I type the keyboard in on my keyboard on the Galaxy phone, it automatically says, oh yeah, you want to type the keyboard. Makes sense. Fleksy says, oh, I don't know what the keyboard is. I don't know why you would type 2 words together and think that I would split them up. Even if I spell it right, it doesn't know. So while I was using Fleksy, that was my main problem, is I would miss the space bar. Of course, it was even worse because I wasn't used to having the keys down here, the virtual keys. So I would go to the bottom of the screen thinking that I could hit down here and hit the space bar, but I would miss it, and I would type words that were wrong, and I have to go back, retype them in again. That was my main thing wrong with Fleksy. Also, I'd gotten used to a little bit of the gesture typing on the Galaxy's keyboard, which this does not include. Another thing that I noticed on Fleksy is if you type a period and then a space, it adds another period after it. So, or even a comma. If I came in here and typed a comma and a space, it puts another comma after it. I know they're trying to help me out by saying there's a space already after the period and the comma, but sometimes I accidentally hit a space, so I get 2 commas, 3 commas, and it just keeps going. The more spaces you hit, the more commas you get, which I think is kind of a bad design. You also have to use the 1, 2, 3 button to get to any kind of punctuation. So, and if you thought that this, if you thought that hitting this would, once you're here, bring you to another screen of punctuation, you're wrong. Hitting this brings you to the letters again. So it doesn't give you like an ABC key or anything like that. It just says, oh well, you can go back or you can go forward. But this is gonna, you're thinking it's gonna go to another screen of some sort of symbol. What it's not. One thing I did like was it automatically implements some of your emoji. So you can get to your emoji pretty quickly by just going to the symbols. Go into your symbols key and long pressing on the return key. So that was nice. But I just wasn't impressed with Fleksy as a keyboard. And I know there's some settings you can do to change things, like make it so that it's not always capital and things like that, but it just really doesn't have a very good keyboard feel. It doesn't. They want you to think that they're going up against the Google keyboard and stuff like that, but I think it's still in beta and it's an alright keyboard. You can check it out. You do get little achievements for doing things like changing your theme or using it for more than one day, and you get these little achievements you can share with your friends on Facebook or Google Plus or wherever you want to share them. So I would not recommend it. It's free in the App Store. You can pick it up, Fleksy, keyboard free. I'm not sure if there's an actual... Oh, you get it free for 30 days. So after 30 days, you have to pay for a new one. And this guy right here, these are some of the reviews. I have just deleted SwiftKey for this new app. Amazing and visually looks great. Mind reader. Don't really know why you'd get rid of SwiftKey because of this. Oh, some of the things that this app is supposed to be good for. So you can come into Fleksy and you can change how it looks. You can change its size. So this is small. This is small. This is what it comes. That's what it starts out at. Kind of huge. Takes up half the screen on the HTC One, and I'm sure it takes up half the screen on every phone. Then there's tiny, which brings it down a little bit, and then you can also have invisible. So let's make it small and invisible. Now the keyboard is still there. You can see, if you look down here, there's a slight color difference in the black and the light black, kind of a grayish bluish color. So if you type, you can type anywhere and it'll type there. Now you can't click on that little checkbox. I did try that because I wanted to check. I can scroll. No, I can't even scroll still. So I can't do anything when that's up, but I can type here. So if I can guess where the keys are, so if you don't want the keyboard there, you can see things, but you can't actually mess with the things because this is overlaying it still. So another thing that this keyboard has, I'll turn it back on so you can see, is it has a couple of gestures. So it has, if you do mistype a word, I don't know a word, I can't think of a word right off the top of my head that wouldn't be in here. But I bet steampunk won't be in here. No, what was that? I don't know what just happened. Oh, I think I swiped because I'm trying to type with my left hand. So I don't think steampunk will be in there. Now, if it knew another word that might be like it, let's just do a misspelling. So instead of siphon, we're gonna spell it siphon with an F. So it guessed that I was spelling siphon. Well, you can gesture back with you dragging your finger across this middle row to say, no, I really want to spell it siphon, Well, it was supposed to. No, it's not back. It's up. That's right. It's supposed to be very intuitive because you would gesture up, I guess, for some reason, to go back. So you gesture up, and it says, "Oh, you really want to spell it siphon instead of siphon." So since you can gesture up to go back, you can gesture down to go to the right. So, oh, I actually meant to spell Wilson because that's so close to that, or even Wilton. If you misspelled it altogether, you can gesture right and delete it. You can also gesture right to add a space, which does the whole thing I don't like with adding dots after it, since it's another space. And then you can gesture down. There was some other gesture I remember, but I'm not really sure. Oh, here's the case-sensitive layout. There we go. But I'm not sure what it was for again. There was another one, I can't remember. Some equally ridiculous thing. So there's another theme. Oh, you can change colors if you like bright white instead of black or blue. I think if you buy it, oh no, you have to get the social butterfly to get the green. So you unlock different themes, which is great for a keyboard to have. So you have a dictionary just like all the other keyboards, some advanced things. I've got my autocorrect errors on, but oh, there's correct space errors. I bet this will fix my whole problem. And it might actually fix the whole reason I hate this thing. So let's see. No, it doesn't. That does not fix the issue that I having problems with. I bet it would fix things like that. No? T-H-E. Oh, but an I. Even though because that would be a reason. Because I would hit the T instead of the I. Oh, no. So, that's my review on Fleksy. I don't like it. It's personal preference. I know some people will like it. These people on the App Store loved it, apparently, in their description. Holy, I never thought I'd leave swipe. This is amazing. There's no gesture typing. I don't know why you'd leave swipe for this. I don't understand. It's clear this is much better than your standard input methods and predictive text engines. There's no predictive text in this TechCrunch. This was TechCrunch that said that. There's no predictive text in this. It doesn't even see the difference between two words that have a space between them. It also doesn't predict what word you're going to type next. On my Galaxy S4, which it's got swipe integrated. I understand that. This is a totally different keyboard, but I can type a word and it will guess what word I want to type next based on things I've typed before. Fleksy doesn't do that. They say they're working on it. They say that that's probably in the future. But that's something that I figured would already be implemented in. But I also thought that it would be implemented having a space breaking words if you type two words together and it can see there's two words, putting the space in. So it's not that great. They say that it's supposed to help if you have imprecise and sloppy typing. It was horrible. I have terrible typing sometimes when I'm typing and I'm not paying attention, I'm typing fast, and it's horrible at understanding what words I'm typing in. It says there's nothing out there like Fleksy, and it's the truth because all the other keyboards are better at predicting than Fleksy. So there's my review. I don't like it. You guys can try it out for free for 30 days. And I can guarantee you that you will probably not like it within the first 2. That's about how long I had this installed and was using it and didn't like it. So, leave comments on the YouTube page, leave comments on my website, send me messages on Twitter, send me messages via email, whatever. Complain about it. I don't care. I don't like this keyboard.